G'day legends, time for a bit of NBA Straya's best and worst of the NBA today for October 31. That's right, it's a spooky edition of best and worst of the NBA today with NBA Straya's daily NBA awards. First, we'll start off with the daily. Oh, it's a whip around, is it? That's right. We have a little bit of news. The Lakers, their $10 billion sale has been approved. In related news, I'd love to borrow $9.999999 billion from someone for no reason. Just saying. That's cool. Nikola Topic is battling testicular cancer after doing his ACL last year. Comes out today that OKC announced this. He's undergoing chemo. Best of luck to him. Working out. No timetable for his return, obviously, so good luck to Nikola Topic. That's a tough one, mate. LaMelo got fined 25 grand for flipping off the ref against the Heat. That's 25 grand well spent because maybe he doesn't spend it on an even faster car that he wraps around a telephone pole. That dude is insane. We also copped the highest viewership for a first week of the NBA since 2017. I don't know, maybe we should just keep letting the players and coaches bet on the games. Just saying. Hey, let's do some game wraps from today. We only had the 4 games on our Australian Friday. Orlando smashed Charlotte. What the hell was that? 123-107. My beloved Hornets really stunk up the joint. They just got smashed in the fourth quarter as well. Orlando in a back-to-back. No worries, just ran away with it. Hornets, it feels like they're a house of cards without our man Brandon Spindles Miller, right? It's crazy. Colin Sexton might be their best player. LaMelo stinks on games like this. Anyway, Magic really needed that one. They needed that more than I need a tin before Oasis tonight. Jeez, I tell you what, that's a lot. But it's going to be awesome. Still, good win for Orlando. Needed that. Charlotte, they are bad. Golden State somehow fell short against Milwaukee. It's Algonquin for the good land. It was today because even without Giannis, who was ruled out scant minutes before tip, they win at 121-10 because of Ryan Rollins and a bit of revenge. That was awesome. I mean, Steph, fine. Jimmy, fine. What happened here, Warriors? Their defense was just cooked by Ryan Rollins. You had Turner doing stuff. It was a real letdown spot for the Warriors. They stunk. That one was a hard one to fathom. Anyway, good job by Milwaukee. Short-handed, got the win. Washington fell short against OKC, 127-108. They got curb stomped at the back end of the second half. This game was crazy, 83-81 with a minute to go in the third quarter. 5 minutes later, it's 110-86. Now, I'm no math magician, but that's a 27-5 run. That'll do you. Game over. Yeah, pack her up, boys. OKC, they're just so deep. Isaiah Joe comes back and just starts drilling threes and causing all sorts of havoc. SGA still super clutch. Yeah. And Washington, they're still bad. And finally, Miami, San Antonio played a rematch of the 13-14 finals and Miami lose 101-107 despite Bam realizing he can hit threes. That was cool. There's a bloke named Wemby, however, still on the Spurs. And Devin Vassell, he's just like, you know what? Every time I touch the ball and I'm open, apparently I'm meant to shoot, so I'll just shoot. He was really good. The rest of the Spurs were good. But Wemby, he's an alien and it's ridiculous and it's kind of unfair. He's a 7'40" French bloke. This is also now the best start in Spurs franchise history. This is a team that's won 5 titles and it's the first time they've ever started 5-0. That's pretty good. Right, let's do an NBA Straya approved performance of the night. Who was this?
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Yes, Wemby is absurd. 27 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 blocks. Just chaos. Absolute chaos. What are we doing? 10 of 23 from the floor, only 1 of 5 from 3. But today, this has got to go to Ryan MF and Rollins. Revenge! He was a throw-in as part of the Jordan Poole deal that gets him to the Wizards. He bounces around, lands on the Bucks, drops 32 on the Warriors' heads today. That was absolutely amazing. They get a win over the Warriors without Giannis. Absolutely crazy. 13 of 21 from the floor, 5 of 7 from downtown, 8 assists and 3 rebounds. Hey, you know how many times Damian Lillard, as a Milwaukee Buck last year, had 30-plus points and 8-plus assists? 4 times. Ryan Rollins just did that. He's had back-to-back awesome games. I say trade Giannis, built around Ryan Rollins. Let's go! All right, Spud of the night.
Spud, 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 it is Spud of the night.
Oh, we had a few Spuds today. I'll tell you what, you had Alex Caruso putting on a Caruso show and going 0 of 5. So did Nikola Jovic. I believe that's what he ended up on. I better check that one because he was, he wasn't good. I'll tell you. Yeah, geez, oh boy. 0 of 5 for Nikola Jovic in 10 minutes. That's what happens when you order Nikola Jokic off Temu. Anyway, 4 of 14 for Gary Terrence Trent D'Arby Jr. He was, look, the only reason the Warriors even had a sniff is because he couldn't hit a shot. But I would very much like to thank our man Aaron Wiggins for shooting the magic number because today he went out and shot. Oh, yeah! Chill! Woo! He shot 311. You're a beauty on you, Aaron Wiggins. Good to see we had a couple of Wigginses in action today. That was Aaron. Who was old mate no mates today?
Old mate no mates. Old mate no mates.
Old mate no
Old mate no mates.
Old mate no mates.
Old mate no mates.
Who's got no mates today? I mean, it feels like the old dudes on Washington are just sitting there going, what are we doing? Chris Middleton had 6 points in 20 minutes today. CJ McCollum had 19 points. He shot 6 of 10. But the rest of their kids, they're just like, it feels like daddy daycare. It's like, what have you done? You've left the idiots in charge. And Chris Middleton and CJ McCollum are like, why are we doing this? Oh, man, how did we get roped into babysitting? Feels like a bit of old mate, no mates. Look, they were right there. They had a chance, and then they completely cooked it. So, yeah, a bit of a rough one. Just get them some help. It feels like, I mean, I know that you're very well paid to babysit, but geez, it's just not much fun. Pantsing of the night. We had some awesome pantsings today. My favourite from yesterday was Paolo Banchero talking crap to Tobias Harris at the free throw line. Just yammering, yeah, and then missing both free throws. An all-time classic self-pantsing by Paolo. Brutal. But today, it was just clear. Anyone who tried to shoot over Wemby, it was just an all-time pantsing. Jaime Jaquez thought he had a straight-ahead float. He's like, I'll just throw it up over Wemby. Wemby goes, what are you doing, idiot? Bang! Sends it back to last week. Absolute chaos. There was another couple of moments where he has a block, I think he just deletes a Davion Mitchell shot, goes back up the other way, throws in a nice little runner off the glass, and you're like, how are you meant to stop this? This is insane. He also had like another clutch block, and you're like, dude, what are you meant to do here? Like, he's clutch blocking their way to wins. It's absurd. I love it. Wemby's just off his head. Finally, better than Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo was the best player in high school. He was the best player in college. You think he'll get to the pros and be like, I made it to the pros, now I can be average. We're coming for everybody.
Coming for everybody. How about Ryan Kalkbrenner? He's been really, really good for this really, really bad Charlotte team. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks and a steal, 8 of 9 from the floor. He's a weapon. Second round pick this year in the draft. He's crushing it. You love to see it. The biggest problem is the rest of the Hornets stink. But yeah, there you go. He's better than Bronny James, Ben Simmons, and Lonzo Ball today. How about everyone's favorite? It's time for the magic tweet of the week. This was amazing. With the series being 2-2, Game 5 is very important. Whichever team wins takes control of the series. Thanks, Magic. I mean, he's not wrong. There you go. That's easily the Magic Tweet of the Week. Finally, Dickhead of the Week.
Dickhead of the Week.
Amazingly enough, the Draymond Green Memorial Dickhead of the Week award goes to Draymond Green. That's right. He's out there calling out Santi Aldama for selling fouls, which, I don't know, for a bloke who's out there kicking dudes in the nuts totally normally and not in an attempt to get foul shots, and, you know, also punched a teammate in the head, also tried to stomp through a dude's chest, also is just elbowing dudes in their head. I mean, it feels a bit rich for Draymond, who flails at the lightest of breezes, to be like, hey man, Santi Aldama flops. Shut up, Draymond, you idiot. Jesus. Anyway, the Aussie Player Watch. There's nothing today because we had none of the Aussies in action, which is a bit of a shame, isn't it? Obviously, Charlotte did play, but we got no Josh Green, still coming back from his shoulder injury. But as a bit of a special treat, let's do it. We have a bit of a massive one popping off tomorrow. So let's play a fun song. Let's do it. Yeah, there you go. A bit of game previews. The NBA Cup is back as of tomorrow. How good is this? So, do you remember the NBA Cup? I don't think they've flogged enough. But it's crazy that they're starting it so soon. I think we've actually got a lot of momentum in this regular season. For them to be starting the NBA Cup already, you're just like, all right. This is meant to get us through like the dog days of like December, January, but they've cooked the schedule, so what are you going to do? I don't know. You'd put me in charge as the vice president of Common F and Sense. Simple as that. Anyway, the groups for your NBA Cup, remember? So it's the group play that sort of fits into the regular season, but we play it on Tuesdays and Fridays. Well, yeah, that's their days or whatever. So East A, Group A, is Atlanta, Cleveland, Indy, the Toronto Raptors, the Washington Wizards. That is a brutal group. Cleveland's going to win that one. East Group B, you've got Boston, Brooklyn, Detroit, Orlando, and the Sixers. That's a lot tastier. Orlando ought to win it, but Detroit have beaten them. It's probably the Pistons to lose, but I mean, Boston's there. The Sixers are unbeaten. It's all happening. That's an awesome group. That's very fun. And East Group C is Charlotte, Chicago, Miami, Milwaukee, and New York. The Knicks should probably win that. The Bucks, if they have Giannis, he sat out today, obviously, with his knee. I don't know, but the Knicks should be the best team in that group. West Group A, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves, OKC, Phoenix, Sacramento, and Utah. All of these West groups are pretty crazy. B, we've got Dallas, the Clippers, the Lakers, Memphis, and the Pelicans. Yeesh. More like the Pelicans. West Group C, the group of death. Denver, Golden State, Houston, Portland, and San Antonio. What the hell are you meant to do in that group? That's absurd. So, we've also got all of the courts announced as well for the NBA Cup. Remember how they do like the crazy like courts? My Outback Takehouse has been forever to simply go, we should also use like a crazy green ball or an ABA ball. The home team or the away team gets to choose the ball before the tip. Go hammer and tongs. We need LED courts. But hey, I wanted to just absolutely put on blast the coward teams that have got grey NBA Cup courts. Grey for uniforms, for NBA Cup courts, alternates, whatever. It sucks. You should be just shot into the sun. I'm looking at you. Brooklyn, it's not so bad because they've got the parquet, but still, you stink. Chicago, you've got red. What are you doing? Golden State, you've got two of the awesome primary colors. You got blue and you got yellow. What are you doing with a grey court, you idiots? Orlando, you've got these incredible uniforms and you've got a stinking, you've even got your weird orange and you got this stinking grey court. What are you doing, Magic? Get a hold of Sacramento. Your colors are purple and awesome. Why have you got a grey court, you cowards? Memphis, you've got a beautiful baby blue that you can have. You've even got that sweet red. Why have you got a grey court, you cowards? Portland, you've got black and red. What are you doing? Even white. White would look better as a court than this grey monstrosity of yours. And even San Antonio, they had awesome ones last year. You got these turquoise, you got that light, obviously orange as well, built into their colour frames, and you've got a grey court. What are you doing? This is where the Vice President of Common F and Sense ought to be able to step in and go, no, you're not having a grey court. We're not doing grey courts in the NBA Cup. It looks stupid. You're idiots. Blow it out your nose. You're going to use a better colour. Simple as that. Anyway, so for all of the NBA Cup picks and everything like that for tomorrow and the rest of the games on Sunday for the weekend ahead, you can follow all of our picks over at Double. Use the code NBA Straya. You'll be able to find what we're picking. Lots of fun games tomorrow, though. I'll tell you that much. So dig in. Big weekend ahead. If you have a look at some of these picks tomorrow, the actual games, we've got Boston, Philly. That's going to be unreal. New York, Chicago should be really, really fun. Lakers, Memphis. Can Austin Reeves continue to go off? Don't know. Denver, Portland, that should be an absolute bloodbath as well. So NBA Cup starts tomorrow. It's going to be great. Can't wait to see some of these courts, except for the bloody grey ones. What are you doing, you idiots? Anyway, so that's it. That's the best and worst of the NBA today. Tune in to NBA Straya every day for all things NBA. That's what we do. Subscribe or I'll fight ya. This is NBA Straya saying, have a great weekend. I'm going to Oasis. Look after yourselves, would ya? Later, hosen.